Hey, over to you, Chaplain Isaac Christian.
Welcome to Y.Y.C.I Masterclass conference. I will hereby invite our next speaker to the house, Ambassador Lukas Adarabioyo from Nigeria. You are kindly requested to come forward and share your thoughts and perspective inside. Thank you so much, Ambassador Lukas. The stage is yours. Thank you, sir.
Sorry. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this great honor and privilege given to me to speak uh, in this masterclass today. Mommy, I really appreciate the good work you are doing globally, internationally, both locally here in Nigeria. You don't know the seed that you planted. You don't know how far it will go, even beyond your stay here on earth. And I believe it's going to germinate a great fruit in return in Jesus' name. Today, before I will go further, I want to start with a particular story. Then from there, I will take it off from there. This story is a story of a young 15-year-old girl which is living with his parents, and the parents, they are career people. They are very, very busy. They have an uncle. The lady has an uncle in the house also living with them. That one is the one that look into the day-to-day activities of the young lady named Ada. Um, each time this young lady wants to talk to the father, after returning back from work, the father will complain he's exhausted, he cannot say anything, go and talk to your mom. The mom will also say the same thing, please come back next time. One day the young lady come up and said, Mom, I want to tell you something about my uncle. He has been doing this and that, touching me in some places which I don't like. Then the mother turned her off that, come on, stop it. Your uncle cannot do such to you. As a matter of fact, it's not even possible. Forget about it. They shunned the young lady off away, Ada by name, and didn't give her any opportunity to talk. And this young lady keep on experiencing this trauma, sexual abuse every day. But nobody has the giving her an listening ear, like what our doctor spoke earlier about active listening. The both parents did not give her a listening ear. They don't want to hear her out of anything that she's saying, and this really tormented her for a very long time. Unfortunately for Ada, she was pregnant for the uncle because the uncle keep threatening her that she must not say anything else. And she felt that the only person that she can talk to is her parents. And this parent that she believes she can talk to, they did not give her a listening ear. Who else will give her a listening ear outside? Nobody. And when the parent got to know that she was pregnant, that is when they now give her a listening ear to express herself. When she expressed herself, the deed has been done already. They took the case to police station. The police do the normal things they're supposed to do, and but the deed has been done already. And Ada felt the trauma inside of her, and the mother starts regretting her decision, which really, really affects her. And today, that will lead me to the topic that I want to talk on the power of true communication, a lesson from Ada's story. When you look at the Ada tragic experience, is a painful reminder of what happens when communication fails in a family. You see, most of the times, we have a lot of things that is happening in our society today, not just because there is nothing to do to it, but because the family, the foundation is already faulty. And that is what has been reflecting in our society today. Like what I said in the WhatsApp platform yesterday in the evening when I have the opportunity to talk. I answered a particular question that when someone asked about what can we say about our exposure experience, how does it affect a true communication? I said, if someone is born in an English speaking environment, the first language the child will likely speak first is English. Likewise, if the same child is born in a Spanish speaking environment, the first language the child is likely to speak is Spanish. Why? Because that is the foundation, that is the environment, that is what will shape his communication thoughts, and that is what will form his life. However, this can still be controlled along the line when you discover there is a faulty somewhere else. There's something faulty somewhere that you can control by working on your mindset. So now, when you look at this Ada story, you see that the lack of a listening ear from our parents forced her into silence, leaving her vulnerable to abuse, depression, and ultimately a suicide attempt. However, our parents practiced through communication. The story would have taken a different turn, assuming they practice a true communication. It wouldn't have gotten to that stage of her getting pregnant. Now, when you are talking about the power of true communication, number one, creating a safe space for expression. Let there be a safe space for expression. When we are talking about true communication now, what like now we are talking about our a leadership gathering in our society today. When, when we have a safe space of expressing ourselves, we can tell our leader, you are not doing this thing rightly. These are the things you are doing wrongly. And they have a listening ear to our expression. It's not that they abandon us, they don't give us a listening ear, they shun us off. It's not necessary to be that is about a family setting alone. This thing is also happening. There are lots of unwanted pregnancy that is happening in our society. In pregnancy in quote, it's not a literal pregnancy in quote now. I mean a kind of a shame of pregnancy, a depression. People are swallowing depression on a daily basis. That is why you see people are committing suicide because nobody is ready to give them a listening ear. This is what is happening in our society that we are facing. There must be a safe space for expression if indeed we want a true communication to take place. If we don't give people a listening ear, who else know what may have happened? Sometimes ago, I was talking with my cousin sister. We do see once in a blue moon. So during that time, I was now talking, just try to, I want to see what she normally do outside home. So when I started having a conversation with her, teasing her that, okay, what about all these boys that have been following you all around? She was trying to cover up and no, sir, there is no boy that is following me around things. Then when I now pin something to her, she has no choice to vomit some things to me. And I asked her that have you ever said something of such to any of your, as an immediate brother and sister? She said something, she said no, because none of them is ready to hear her out. That I'm the only person that I always give her a listening ear. And this shouldn't be. If she found herself in a danger, at least there should be people that are very close, that are immediate to her, that should be able to give her a listening ear that that she can express herself to. That this is what I am passing through, this is what I am facing, and that is what is happening in our society today. Number two, active listening and trusting their child. When there is an active listening, like what I have expressed the other time, and trusting your child, like, oh, I trust this person, he's saying the right thing. As a leader, have the active listening to the expression of your subjects and trust them. Not all the time you shut them down by saying, what do you know? I can't count the number of times our mother here, Queen Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu, used to say that we are all learning every day. This expression keeps me on my toe all the time, that if a mother of our age is still learning, then who am I? And she is not shy away expressing it, that I am here to learn. So every leader must ready to give an active listening ear to their subject, to their subordinates, and trust them. Trust what they are saying. I put here, I say, instead of shutting her down, that is shutting Ada down, our parents should have practiced active listening, paying attention not just to other words, but also to our emotions. The other speakers talks about non-verbal listening, which I also made mention of that. That in our today's society, people listening to our non-verbal than our verbal. You may not know. They read your emotions, they read your gestures, they read all those things beyond your verbal expression, which we must take note of all these things. They are very, very important if we want to practice a true communication. Number three, taking action. We must learn how to take action, not just listening alone, but take action when it is necessary. We need to take action when it is necessary. Had our parents truly listening and taking our words seriously, they would have taken immediate steps to remove our uncle from their home and seek justice. Assuming our leaders, our political leaders, our official leaders in various careers, in various capacities, they are ready to take actions after listening to their subjects, after listening to the expression of their subordinates. They are ready to take steps. Where we find ourselves today, we may not be there. All the wars that have been happening between two different nations across the globe, all the trauma that is happening in various African nations today, it won't have happened assuming our leaders create a safe space for expression, assuming our leaders they are active listening to our expression, assuming our leaders are taking actions after listening to our expression. All these things won't have happened today. We won't have found ourselves in this mess we met ourselves. And thank God, this conversation is happening today. And that is why you and I needs to go back and check, where have we not been taking steps? Where have we not been having a listening ear? Where have we not been creating a safe space for expression? Then we'll be an advocate for all this. I put here, I said a different outcome with true communication. Had other parents truly communicated with her, the story would have ended like this. Number one, the moment Ada's voice are concerned, our parents would have listened attentively, showing care and belief. Assuming our leaders have listened to our voice, they would have shown, they would have been attentive and showing care to we the subordinate, to we the subjects. Number two, they would have reassured her that she was safe and taken immediate action to confront and remove the uncle from the house. Our leader would have assured us, look at kidnapping here and there, secret killing here and there. Lives are not safe anymore. I want to use Nigeria as a case study. Many farmers refuse to go to farm because of kidnapping. They say their lives are no more safe again. And farming are gradually knocking at our door. Do we see what is happening? That is what we are talking about. Then the next one, that with the right emotional support, Ada would have felt held, loved, and protected, preventing the downward spiral into depression and self-harm. Assuming our leaders have been listening to their subordinates, many people that are committing suicide today, you will see some people returning back from work, and the next thing they will jump into the third mainland bridge. The next thing, they will take something that will harm their health, just because nobody is ready to listen to them. Nobody is ready to hear them out. And these people are facing a lot of trauma, depression here and there. When did we get to this place? How did we get to this place? There are things, there are questions that we need to ask ourselves. Again, as I'm planning to round up, that true communication isn't just about talking alone. It is about listening. As a matter of fact, listening has a higher percentage than the talking. If you want a true communication to have its own effect successfully, there must be a power of listening. Don't just talk alone, but listening as well. Listening has a way of giving you feedback. To know maybe you have actually communicated your thoughts, your idea, your desire, your expectation, your expression. It is not just about talking, but listening, believing, and taking action. Again, I put here, I say communication can make or break any relationship. When we are talking about relationship, there is a relationship between our political leaders and the masses. When there is no effective communication, it can break them. We put our leaders there in order to bridge the gap of communication. That is why they are there. But they should be able to express Our feelings, how will they know our feelings? By communicating, giving us a safe space for us to express ourselves. After expressing ourselves, they should able to now communicate, as in taking action based on what we have expressed. That this is what my people need. It's not just about them keeping promising. Listen to your subordinates. Know what they need and take action. As I round up this morning, show empathy. Relationships suffer, but when they communicate openly, misunderstanding fade and connection deepen. Connection deepen. By practicing effective communication, whether in marriage, friendship, workspace, families, or in politics, we can transform any relationships, making it stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling. If you want to improve any relationship in your life, start by improving how you communicate. I end with this note that if you want to improve any relationship in your life, start by improving how you communicate. Thank you, ma'am.
Amazing. I like the way you've presented it to us this morning. But before you go, while you are speaking, there's one important question that is dropping in my heart, and I want you, as somebody that represents the youth, it can be in Africa or globally. I have these questions to ask you. I know there's several ways that youth can communicate their expressions or show their expressions or show their frustration. But sometimes, unfortunately, it might breach the consequences, or it might breach the protocol. And sometimes we might be communicating to the wrong people. And sometimes our message might not even reach where we want it to reach. So as we are talking about this communication now, how to express our frustration as a youth, what would be your own idea of how to share our frustration or our expectations or our expressions? What is the best way you as a youth can advise other youth out there? Please don't mention demonstration. Don't mention the other one that they did. But mention few, because we also want to learn from one another. And we don't want to impose a certain way of the youth to communicate with their government or to communicate with their leaders. But we also have to have more other ways, different ways, to express our frustration, to express our expectation, and even our, whatever we can call it. So I want you to advise us on this occasion. How do we express ourselves as youth? Or how do we communicate our feelings, our expectations, because it's about expectations, really. How do we communicate it to the right people? That's the question.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma, for this question, ma. But you have actually put me in a tight corner that I should not mention mention now. All right, no problem. Is in a situation like this, as a youth, there is a saying that normally say that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow, and which in another way around, some people have said we are no more the leader of tomorrow, we are the leader of now. So that we are leading now. As a leader, which the glory of the youth is their strength. We have the strength, not in the terms of demonstrating. Even sometimes, using demonstration to communicate your expectations sometimes is not advisable, depending on what the circumstances around you. Then there's another way which you can also express yourself or express your expectation out there by, as in taking the steps, leading. You can even put your thoughts or expectation in publication. And when a publication, it can, is not it just depends on the manner of how you are putting it. When you are putting it in the rightful manner, that is why I said it's not just about talking. Sometimes while you are talking, you are listening. It's not that you just talk alone. As you are talking, you open your listening ear to hear that, okay, what if what I am saying is someone that is saying it to me? How will I see it? What will be my response to the person? So you can put your thoughts in a publication which it can go viral and it can reach. Now we are blessed with the technology age now. Don't just come on social media and just put it there. Our government is this, our and say start saying a next sentences. No, it's not your. As a matter of fact, your communication will not go anywhere. Nobody will see it because you are actually being judgmental at that point in time. There's one thing that I used to tell my fellow youth here. I said, sometimes these leaders, they are trying their best. It's just that their best is not yet enough. And if you are there as a leader, there's a tendency you may even do worse than what they are doing if care is not taken. So we need to understand things from different perspectives. You can just state your expectation in a genuine mindset. Put it out there. Cite example that if you are in this position, this and this you think that should be done. This and this and this you think it can be helpful. It's not until when you start carrying a placard organizing 1,000 people doing a sort of demonstration, because there are many times that demonstration has failed here in Nigeria while protesting. Even when I was in Gambia, there was a time that they did a demonstration that the demonstration did not work out because the government has to disperse them by the police force. So you just need to understand that how are you expressing yourself? I think what we need to address is the how are we expressing our expectation out there? How are we expressing it? That is why I may mention the other time that listening has a high percentage when it comes to the level of communication. It's not about talking. Talking is even having the least aspect, the least percentage. So when you are talking, you are listening. So that will help in expressing yourself. When you address the art of listening, that is the art of listening, it will help in communicating your expectation successfully as a youth. Because as a youth, we have that energy, we have that strength. Oh, yeah, let's go there. We are ready because the energy is there. We are ready to do anything at any time. We don't want to tolerate anything at all. So, but when we are able to express ourselves in a rightful manner, that helps the other party to receive our expression, then the rightful action will be taking place. Thank you, Mom.
Wow. I'm glad that you are sharing this. It's very, very important because sometimes we are so upset. Sometimes we are frustrated. Sometimes we just lose it. We even lose our own, what do you normally say? Or you lose your own self or something like that. And unfortunately, the message has been misinterpreted. The message is being ignored. The message is not being heard. Because, like you said, we have to do it in a right manner. Let me do something for you. Listening carefully, what I'm going to do. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Here, I just want you to hear the voice. Can you hear that? You can hear that. Can you hear that? Do you know the difference between dropping this book and dropping this phone? Do you know the difference? One is more volumed,
Than
and
the
that
other
is
one.
what we need to work on. There's something we call noise. You can make noise. That doesn't mean you are expressing yourself, isn't it? You can lament and complain. That doesn't mean you are expressing yourself. But when you constructively express yourself in a manner that you just told me, and also use the right language to express yourself, then you will be heard. You cannot express yourself when you are upset, when you are angry. I think we parents also will learn from that. You cannot scold your parents, your children, or anyone out there while you are hungry, because they are watching your action more than what you say. So that is why it is very important what you just shared with us today. If you want your expressions to be heard, your frustrations to be recognized, then you work on this voice and not this voice. And the only way to do that is to construct what you really want others to know or to hear or to correct. Very, very important. I'm not against demonstration, but demonstration will only work when the environment is safe. Demonstration will only work when the people that you are demonstrating and you are showing your expression to really concern. Demonstration will only work when there is appropriate security. And that is the more reason why we need to rechannel the way we express ourselves for people to hear us. One of those things that we normally do when we were very young in schools, maybe they still do it now, I don't know. We call it literacy and debating. That's another way to express yourself in a healthy manner. While gathering yourself to do other things, you can gather yourself, take that initiative to do something like literacy and debating. Debating on the topic and express yourself. I'm sure one way or the other, when that kind of debate is being recorded and go viral, there will be one particular member of a cabinet or member of the government that will listen to that. And they might even go further to say what that guy have said during that video, during that debate makes sense. Let's invite him to come over and say more about what he just said. That's also another constructive way to express ourselves for us to be heard. So I am so glad that you answered that question, to say it's about the action beyond or behind what we are saying. We determine how you'll be responded to. Thank you so much, Ambassador Lukas Adarabioyo. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Ma, sorry, I quickly want to say something. I want to really appreciate you for giving me this opportunity to express myself on this very day that happens to be my birthday. Thank you so much,
Wow,
Ma.
wow. Shall we sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Am I the only one singing? I can't hear.
Happy
Happy,
birthday.
happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
Happy
to
birthday to you. Happy birthday to
day to
you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday. Happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hooray. Hip,
May
hip,
the good Lord bless
hooray.
you. May the good Lord
Lord
bless
bless
you.
you.
May the
May the
good
good
Lord
bless
bless you. May
you.
the
May
good Lord
the Lord
bless
bless
you.
you.
On behalf of Y.Y.C.I International and Y.Y.C.I International Academy and all our, thank you so much for drinking that Coke. Doing cheers. Okay, cheers. Where's my cup? Is it not showing? Cheers. We wish you happy birthday, long life, good health, full of joy, fulfilling your dreams, and you go from strength to strength, from glory to glory, from blessings to blessings. You will not lack
Amen.
any good things, but you will enjoy the rest of your life. We cover you with the blood of Jesus. You are protected, you are reserved. Both yourself and
Amen.
your wife will be fruitful, and you will eat the good of the land. Enjoy your
Amen.
birthday and keep dreaming big. I know your
Amen.
vision, and I know you will fulfill your purpose on earth, and you will manifest all your dreams and visions in Jesus' name. So,
Amen.
we are celebrating you as well, especially sharing with us that powerful, powerful presentation with us today. We say thank you and happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Thank,
Lucas.
thank you very much, Ma. I really appreciate
Happy
it, Ma.
birthday.
Thank you,
God,
Ma.
You're
see all
very
my great
lucky. You're very
leaders.
lucky, Lucas, birthday boy, because Professor Eboria, Charles Eboria, and me is with you today as well.
Wow.
So they are all celebrating your birthday. What a
Uh,
unique way to celebrate you. And we have Dr. Anchu, we have Dr. Favored, we have Brigadier Isaac, we have Dr. Ahmed, we have Ambassador Bussy, we have Ambassador Isaiah, we have iPhone, whoever is using the iPhone, we have Ambassador Mustafa. We are all gathering together to say, and Ambassador Rachel, happy birthday to you, Ambassador Lucas Adarabioyo.
thank you very much, Ma.
Okay, that's a wonderful day, wonderful time, wonderful moment.